Well, this is the way the bulkhead looked when I bought the house. It had frozen. The ground around it had frozen and broken the concrete and kind of pushed it in. The whole thing kind of gave you a scary feeling if you went down in there, the feeling that the whole thing was about to fall in on you. So what I did was I dug out all around it. I pulled out the loose concrete. I sort of pushed the bricks back in place as far as I could. Got everything all cleaned out, realigned the bulkhead, kind of set it up on some stones and stuff like that to get it to just everything kind of where I would want it to be if it was all set up real good. And after I had it set up like that, then I started building concrete forms. Now keep in mind, these forms are nothing fancy. They're all just made out of old scrap wood. Whatever I could find laying around, it wasn't of much value. I had been doing concrete forms for the shed, for the garage that I drug over here, and I had a bunch of leftover odds and ends and pieces of plywood and stuff, and I also had my cement mixer handy by, so I formed everything up, and I got my cement mixer around here and kind of wet everything down. You always wet everything down real good before you pour your concrete, and then I just mixed it all up, poured the concrete into it, and kind of poured it in such a way that it would slant away from the door so that whenever it would rain, the rainwater wouldn't sit on top of there. It would sort of run off of it. I didn't want water sitting there and going down into the basement or freezing or causing the whole thing to crack again. I found me some old bricks down in the basement from the old chimney that burned out and pulled them out and laid them out in front of it. And you'll see a little crack right there where I didn't quite get all the concrete. It's hard to get the concrete up underneath those doors, and there's a little spot there where I didn't quite get it to fit. But all in all, it turned out pretty well. I did this job probably a couple of years ago now, and it's holding up real well. It's a lot better than it was. It's all workable now, and I'm completely happy with it. So I just thought I'd share that with y'all. This video is a presentation of Zachary the dog. Say hi, Zachary.